Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Loveday TV. This is Loveday Anyim from Loveday TV, welcoming you back to another episode of the Nigerian Immigration Service review. Today, we are going to be talking about how to fill the form for the Nigerian ePassport. So, without wasting much time, I must say that a lot of people are having problem on how to fill the ePassport application form. A lot of people are having problem on how to go about the ePassport application. A lot of people are having a lot of challenges on the best way to present the documentation to the embassy. So today we are going to hold the bull by the head and show you the easy way to fill the Nigerian ePassport form online without stress. So let's go. Here we are at the Nigerian immigration main website, which is the immigration.gov.ng. So we go straight to portal.immigration.gov.ng, portal.immigration.gov.ng. That is where we go to. I'm gonna put it down here for you to see. Portal.immigration.gov.ng. NG stands for Nigeria. So when you get here, you will see the it says welcome to Nigerian Immigration Service. You see a notification that says address verification and delivery charge is applicable to passport application process and paid in Nigeria only. So this is only concerning Nigerians in Nigeria, not people abroad. So up here you will see something about, if you want to read about the Nigerian Immigration Service, Nigeria Immigration Service, the NIS, you read about them here. This is where the ePassport is. This is for the visa, shows you the visa guideline, then you apply for visa. For the ETC, which is the ECOWAS travel certificate, this is issued to Nigerians desirous to travel to other ECOWAS member states. So, ECOWAS travel certificate is different from emergency travel certificate. So in the earlier video, I said it was for traveling back home for people who were stranded. No, it is for people who want to go to other ECOWAS member countries like Ghana and other ECOWAS countries. So here today we're talking about the ePassport. So let me zoom in for you to see what we're talking about. Oh, this is modeled up. We're talking about this, the ePassport. So in the ePassport section, we have the application guidelines. We have where you can now read about the application guideline. Then you have the apply for ePassport. This is where you apply for ePassport. Then MPR's Human Passport, MRP, that's machine readable passport. Well, with the advent of the ePassport, the MRP is dead, but this is a different ePassport. Then for people who are applying for the ePassport for the first time, we have the guarantors form. A lot of people make the mistake, they don't know where to get the guarantors form. Just go straight to portal.immigration.gov.ng. In front there, under the passport section, you will see the guarantors form. Then for people who are changing any details in passport, like if you get married, you want to change to from your maiden name to your marriage name, that's where you get the change of details for the ePassport down here. If you are divorced and you want to go back to your maiden name, you also get that here. So any change of name based on some criteria, well, let's go into the guidelines here so that you see what I'm saying about that. You know, general procedure for the ePassport application. Well, if you read this, you're gonna be here till God knows when. So I am going to break this down for you. I am going to break all this down for you. So if we go back now, we go to the MRP. This is this. So this is a certificate of identity, you know, for people who God knows what. So that's not our problem now. That's not our business for now. Guarantors form is for people, for first timers who are applying for the Nigerian International ePassport. So you put up, after you finish your application, you put your application ID and reference number and generate the ePassport. It's a pre-filled form. And there are some contentions in it. We will discuss that the day we do that as a whole. Then for people who want to change the details, you put, this is a type of passport. You start the application process from here. But I must tell you, if you are outside Nigeria and you want to change any details, please, please, please don't go in immediately to fill the form. There are procedures for that. You need to write to the embassy and inform them, then give them the details of the things you want to change. It might require an interview. You go for an interview after talking with you. They send that off to Abuja and then sort you out from that end. When it is approved, you now start the process of filling the form. So please, to make your life very easy, don't start filling the application. Contact the embassy first of all. Reach an agreement with the embassy in form of, you've informed them you want to change these details, and they have approved it, and then you go fill the form and come for capturing. If you do it the other way around, you're gonna be stranded. But if you are in Nigeria, then proceed to the NIS office, sort yourself out from there, and you'll be good. So today, let's proceed to apply for ePassport. So I click on apply for ePassport. And if you notice here, it's asking me the type of passport I want. Let me explain this situation to you. It says select the type of passport. If you are an ordinary Nigeria, like the president always calls us ordinary Nigeria, if you are an ordinary citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, please and please take the standard. If you are an official of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and you are entitled to an official ePassport, then choose official ePassport. You see, the official ePassport does not show you where it is being done. So the official ePassport is done in Abuja, not abroad. So if you are in diaspora, please don't waste your time going to choose the Nigeria official ePassport. If you see the payment provider here is NetPost. The NetPost, I'm guessing, is in Nigeria. We might do a review of NetPost to know what they stand for and what businesses they do. So here we start with the standard ePassport. And you have to choose a processing country, which means this is meant for, if you are in Nigeria, you choose Nigeria. If you are abroad, let's say you are abroad, you choose that. Then because you're starting it brand new from here, it's going to give you all the stories here. The stories is that you must, your credit card issuing bank might, decline your credit card payment. So if you are making this payment and it's declined because the transaction is associated with Nigeria, I pray one day that this insult will not happen again. Yeah, I said it's an insult to Nigerians for your credit card company to decline you because the transaction is connected to Nigeria. So to avoid this, you're recommended to notify your credit card issuing bank country. Who has that kind of time, for crying out loud? So I want to make a payment. I need to call my bank and say I'm paying to Nigeria. Please, please, this has to stop. Okay. Now, yeah, you need to notify your bank and tell them you're going to make an online payment to Nigeria. And then this is the area that many people fail to read. Many people fail to read this. And the moment you fail to read this, you are going, sorry is going to be your name. Sorry will be your name. So what do you have to do in this part? This is to avoid people using your credit card to make payments. So what they do here is that if you're applying for the ePassport, your surname and your first name and your last name. Let me use the word surname because this is what we are used to. In Nigeria, we're used to surname. So this last name thing has to wait. Your surname has to match your first name and your last name, which is your first name and your papa name. Must match the first name and the last name on the credit card you're using. So if your first name is not the same as the first name of the card you're using, it will be declined. Your card will not go anywhere. Now, if you're paying for your family, please put everything inside the card. The card allows at least 5 applications and less than $900, I think. Put everything in the card, and then the applicant card, you know, if you like a family of 4, the person who owns the card must be part of the applications in the card. You know, so when you're using the card, the last name of all family members must match. This is ridiculous. Yes, it is very ridiculous. It is an insult on Nigerians, but let's keep that aside. We do a review of this soon enough. So all this must match, and then, but if you want to use the card to pay for every family member, then you have to register. If the card and if the last name of everybody in that card does not match, then you need to register. So you need to register applicant cards such as travel agency or businesses who wish to use the card to make payment for more than 5 persons at the same time. Yes, you need to register, but there is a problem on that, and I'm going to make a video to talk about that. It's another slight and insult on Nigerians who have businesses who are paying for people. So the approved payment service provider for this is the Novet One Services. So let's start our application so that we don't waste your time on this. Now, if you watch here, it says the type. The type is passport. The country is Ireland. That's what I'm using. So it's going to ask me now to choose whether I'm using the Google, Gmail, or OpenID or Yahoo. So if I choose the Google, it's going to ask me all these stories, which one I'm going to use. And if I use one, for instance, now I'm registered on that one, so I'm going to use that one. Now, this is the standard ePassport application form. It is in 4 different steps. Step 1, your last name. My last name is Tutu. My first name is Poyoyo. And middle name is Gandoki. And my email address is my gender is male, and my phone number is, you put your phone number. Okay, my date of birth is my date of birth is January, which is 01. My date of birth is January 01, 1920, and my place of birth is Lagos. Okay, so we proceed to the next. The next is, this thing should be at least 6 numbers. Okay, we proceed to this. Please, before you start shouting, know that this is not going to be submitted, so don't fret. So if you are a Mr., Mrs., Miss, Doctor, and everything. Just choose it. Now you have to fill up. If you are using filling up for the 32 pages or 64 pages, to select it here. There is another problem that most people don't observe. This says permanent address in Nigeria, not you're abroad, not anywhere. So if your permanent address is 8888 Ojoto Crescent, you put it there. Address 2 is if you Ojoto Crescent, Ibinabo Estate, your city is Komboko. Okay, your country. Now this is another thing. Your country is only Nigeria, so select Nigeria. Select the state. Adamawa State, LGA will come up. If you know your postcode in Nigeria, please put. It asks for your contact. Down here is the contact information, so put your contact information here. This contact number might still be the same you put in the other one, so put the contact number here. It says address 1. Address 1 is if you live abroad, this is where you're going to put your address now. Okay, address 1 is if you're living in Kahata, Hakoko, Bongiza, Chapisi, your city is Congo, your state is. Now if you come here, put the city, put the state, select the country where you live. If you live in Bahamas, put Bahamas here, please. So when you get to other information, this is if you are married, this is your maiden name, you put your maiden name, your state of origin, you put it, your nationality is Nigeria, your hometown is village, you put it. If you have facial marks, please put it there. Your next of kin, you put the name, relationship with the next of kin. This is not relationship of the next of kin, with the next of kin. If you are the child of the next of kin, you put son. For instance, if you are the male child, if you are the daughter, you put daughter. If you are the spouse, you put spouse. So let's put son. Contact number of the next of kin, you put the contact number. This is not a section for personal information. So if you are married, you put married, single, widow, divorced. If you are, color of your eyes here is if you have a brown eye, blue eye, green eye, gray eye. Majority of Nigerians have brown eyes. Color of your hair, if your hair is gray, if it is black, brown, red, or white, you put. Okay, so your height is in centimeters. Please, if you don't know your height, use the Google. You can either use centimeter, meters, or that. So let me say I am 197. You update it. So here is the address of your next of kin. If your next of kin lives abroad, please put the address here. Okay, if your next of kin lives abroad, put the address there. City. Okay, now if your next of kin lives abroad, you're going to be stuck here because this is only Nigeria. So choose Nigeria, choose your state of origin, choose your local government area or the local government area where your next of kin lives. Then down here is the processing country, passport processing country office. The country you've chosen is there, and then the passport processing embassy. You must click on this. I accept full responsibility for the information provided in this part. So do that and then click submit. It will give you a reference number and application ID. Then proceed to the payment. Then proceed to print the receipt and acknowledgement slip. And if you have any problem, at all when you get here, please. It seems the whole form we filled wasn't even showing. So if you have any problem, please do not hesitate to get back to me here. We will be able to sort that out for you. I think some of the form you did not see it, so we'll come back to that later on. Thank you for watching, and please Like, subscribe, and thank you. Have a good day, and we will show you all the other things you need to do when you get to the embassy to make life very easy for you. I hope you've enjoyed this. I am on social media and those handles. Please check the handles, send a message. If you are stuck, send a message, and definitely we will get back to you within a time limit. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day, and have a free run to wherever you get to if you are going for your passport. Goodbye and enjoy your day. Bye bye.